Alright. Had one come my way. They're saying this would be kind of a Blursed run. So we'll see what we're working with here. So Tater Tot. It is Plink Soul Guard, which is okay. Both can have struggles though with banner units, but at least we have Soul Guard as a good champ, right? Soul Guard between them is definitely the champ I'd prefer, even more so than Primordium, I would say. I think for me, Soul Guard's a better champ than Primordium. I think I'm probably pretty alone in that, but I stand by it. I think Soul Guard is just a more consistent champ, and though the high rules aren't as good for Soul Guard, I don't really care about those. I only care about the low to mid rolls, really, when I evaluate a champ these days. So these are pretty tough bosses other than Arcus. Arcus and Fillers, pretty easy, but the others are a bit tough. Titan's Grat, with already having Forgotten Powers, I'm not the hugest fan of, but it's okay. Space Prism's probably pretty good, and Unnamed Tome's great. And I don't mind Cold Channel here, but I'm pretty sure we just do Titan Channel. Yeah. Pretty easy cleansing water because Grindstone is just largely useless. I guess it's okay with the morsels for a short time. And if we had Titan Channel, we have such a powerful start that we just take everything that comes our way. Even if it means our Plinks are nullified here and we got the harder boss, it's fine. Titan Channel will just pwn him. Get one more there. Never fucking lucky. Save that for the boss. So 45, we do need to do some damage there. This is fine, I don't need Ember. So we're just gonna go here, here, here. Huh, it's like gotta be one short. Yeah, whatever. Took some damage, it is what it is. Alright. Flash Freeze or Tornado? It'd be nice to have something that could actually consistently snipe backlines and stuff. We take the Flash Freeze. Perils? I don't want another Space Prism. We have Stygian here, Stygian here. So which means we're probably not going to hit that magic. This magic's probably pretty hittable though. Unless we hit like a good Stygian unit here and we're still wanting to search out a steal. But most likely we go left here is my guess. So one magic. Both Hellvents though, I'd have to hit hold over there. It's also Diligent, which is, you know, needing probably 2 Hellvents on a held over Perils. I don't know, I do have the Forgotten Power, which can get around it somewhat, but this magic sucks. This magic is good, but the Hellvent positions are just awkward. Could take actually another space prism. I mean, you never know. You know, if we fight a bunch of sirens, for example, but can't find multi-strike, then just line them up all on the floor and more space is good, right? So we're at... Go to 6. I would need a spell chain. I don't think I mind another one of these. If anything, it's a free incant. Immortal Trade is, like, probably pretty takeable too. I just don't think we need it. It's more powerful early. I don't know, that's pretty good on a Titan channel. Maybe I'll just take the Immortal Trade. It's pretty good on Titan channel. You just play it, and he'll stay alive for, you know, however many turns. Pretty much guarantees all Relentlesses, which we might need against Seraph the Diligent. I think I will take Immortal Trade. Alright, we already have a Siren. Now I already wish I took the Space Prism. Pretty easy Siren, though. Quick. Yeah, I don't really like quick on Siren. Especially since I took an Immortal Trade. 10 and Pierce could go. 30 is like kind of acceptable on these. 10 and Pierce is okay on Flash Freeze. Could always self-infuse Siren. Probably taking another right now is good for us anyway. I'd like to see an intrinsic here though to really build on the multiple Siren game plan. We'll take it though. If I re-roll, it's 140. If I do one of these and it's $120 multi-strike, I can't afford it. I think we just re-roll. Alright, well this is better anyway. We can go one on one. One on each, I guess. I don't really know what we're gonna do yet. 10 and Pierce here. Be taking that and going to 35 here. I would go to 50 if I take this. I don't know if that 30 is really worth it. We already have a big front hit with Titan Channel. I think we just don't do anything there. This should be fine. We should be pretty strong right now. And Plink, we should get a Plink, right? I don't know why I did that. No, we don't draw the thing in time, it's fine. Just put the two of these down. I'll try to redraw a Siren. It's tough to redraw your deck in time on this ring. Actually, just blocking. We would probably get a Immortal Trade, right? Keep incanting, sure. Do I care about him? Remember Drain? Doesn't matter. I mean, it's a sweeper. Alright, we start to see the power of being able to incant widely. Free incant, no crypt builder though. It's probably still just worth it. Usually is. Mine collapse, maybe. Are we hitting Merchant of Magic here? I'm only looking for multi-strike at this Merchant of Steel. This Mine Collapse. I think we've already determined Perils is just too YOLO here. Even if I do hit this Merchant of Magic, Mine Collapse would be a prime target for like a +10. It's surge down some of these planks, or even the Titan's Grat. These are trash. You can build around Silliphite and some. Been a while since I had to, but if I didn't have a Siren right from the get-go, you might consider a Silliphite at this point. But yeah, these are just absolute ass. That's fine. I don't think I'm going to try for the multi here. It's basically a 50-50 to be a completely useless ring. I can go left and get, you know, Surgestone Plank +10 on Mine Collapse, Holdover Offering Token. I suppose there's not really a good double stack, and there's not. I'd say Permafrost Emerald Trade's alright. It does have the problem of being discarded quite a lot, but I can stop incanting at a certain point. I'd only buy that Permafrost on a reroll though. And Consume Remove is probably no good. I could do it on the Unnamed Tome. Yeah. But who knows, maybe we get something from the caverns, you never know. Permafrost. Well, we're not going to buy that most likely. I'd rather just reroll and get a holdover. This is not the greatest event for us. We'd probably just do this, honestly. I could do a Heartstone, but like, I don't know, if we're hitting that steel, I guess we're only hitting one more steel, so I can only hit one more. If it even shows up, one Frenzy Stone. So this sucks because of Immortal Trade. I mean, this is always good. Blood for blood. I think I just take this. At this point, could do a Capricious Reflection. Yeah. Because these are just so useless. Do that. And we're probably not going to be able to afford holdover if we reroll anyway, but I guess it is what it is. Still, fuck. I should have done that before I looked here. I mean, I would have skipped a Capricious to get holdover here, probably. It's not the end of the world, though. It's not like the most amazing holdover, but it definitely sucks. I actually think we keep one of these plinks, I guess, as just a free incant. And we won't do anything to it. I am going to put the 10 there, though. Alright. Pretty middle of the road run so far, I would say. Titan Channel has made it okay, but really hoping to like get an intrinsic on a Space Prison at the very least. But this is fine, you know, getting it that early is great. I think we just take that one out. Oh, yeah, the cleansing water. I think we put this one in front. I don't think it will actually get more armor than this one, so maybe we do it like this. Might as well keep incanting this floor as much as possible. Let's silence you though. Take one of them out just in case. Throw these away. Do have a sweeper in the back, which is annoying. Just don't want to deal with those other units. There's nothing we can do to stop this from 40. So you're down to 35. Yeah, I can't change the breakpoints here at all, so I'll just do that. Definitely want to get that immortal trade in. So already getting some blood for blood value. Should have just done the Titan scrap there. Definitely did some inefficient things there, but I figured with the immortal trade, there's no way we're losing top. Right, this is a pretty obvious Umbra stone to me. It being permafrosted is fine. I guess a double stack. I mean, all of these upgrades are pretty good. This is a pretty good capricious hit, but I think Umbra stone on a Titan channel will be good. Oh, Lodestone Totem. That is definitely good. It also comes with health, which is great. Yeah. The only weird thing here is, like, you'd want to hell vent it, obviously. I could hell vent it twice right off the get-go. I just kind of wish there was a temple here. So I guess what we'll probably put one of these sirens into the totem. I'm gonna have to take an ember upgrade most likely. But all these things are, I guess, fine. Pretty good synergy with the blood for blood too. Yeah, we're just taking the Lodestone Totem. What am I even debating here? This is free. Oh, you know what? I didn't even have to take that ember. Because I'm fucking Titan channel. Well, that's a definite mistake. But not one we can't, like, recover from and stuff. So we'll hell vent it. It's actually really good that we got the health there. We might want that money. I don't need it. We're going left here, getting more money, not spending any. I probably just don't need that money then. Could take money there if I really need it, or there. Yeah, there's no sense taking the money right now. We definitely don't need extra units. Yeah, not doing a draw upgrade. I should have thought of that more. It's just so automatic for me to take an ember upgrade with lodestone. You could make arguments for Dire Channel here, honestly. But with an Umbra Stone, I don't think so. I mean, the only thing, the main thing here is, you know, when you do a lodestone run, the only thing you really need to account for is spikes. Particularly the spikes mini-boss in the Divinity fight. There's a lot of ways we could get around that. I don't mind flexing Dire Channel here just to be different. And to be honest, it would be better just to stick in Titan Channel, but I think a flex into Dire Channel is just a little more interesting to me here. So we'll do that. Also helps with Mark of Invasions more, which we literally get right here. This is maybe an annoying fight for me, but I don't think the Mark of Invasion really is worth skipping. I got a lot of Pyre health. In fact, I could just let him through, and I would gain Pyre health for it. I should have removed one of these sirens, though. I think we're not going to use an actual siren. I think we're just going to put the sirens into the lodestone totems. I may not even need to do that, but I need to get my shards somehow. Right now, that looks like how it's going to have to be. I'm only at 35. I think we just put these in. I'm going to try to kill that. Let's get that. Get another incant. Alright, let's get one of you in. Does suck that we drew both of them, but I guess it's fine. We didn't have our space prism anyhow. Mortal Trade really has no downside here. With how much money or how much damage I may be taking there, it could be pretty okay. That looks like I'm not really taking any damage. Wish he would have survived, actually. Could have got some Pyre health there. Alright, we'll get some here. We've gained quite a lot of Pyre health here, looks like. I don't know why I frostbited him. Yeah, not too bad. I'm remembering back to, I'm trying to think like why this was submitted, and I remember it was like in a thread talking about Cold Kalia, so I was actually thinking back on it, I was under the impression I would be having to use a Cold Kalia, but I don't even remember seeing Cold Kalia. I saw a Silliphite. Maybe it was a Silliphite that was in the photo. I could have sworn it was a Cold Kalia, but I gotta say, I don't know why, given everything that's shown up so far, you would ever take that. So didn't we saw a Siren Ring 1 reward, we saw a Siren Ring 2 reward, and then we just got the Lodestone from the Ring 3 reward. The only thing I could ever see you not getting would be if you didn't take the Ring 1 trial. I wouldn't say ever skip there, but maybe if you did. But even there, I'm not seeing how you end up with a sweeper here, so it'll be interesting to see what the deck list ends up looking like. Do we care about gifts, like destroying stuff? I swear to God, the only times I ever get gifts are when I'm into Diligent, like gifts that would like make a lot of sense to take, because this makes quite a lot of sense to take. I think the consume removed unnamed tome is pretty takeable here though. These are potentially not. I mean, there's the Ember Cache, which is probably takeable. I guess I'll take it. Alright, let's get another Lodestone. I think we... I'll be honest, like, if you were already, like, high on shards, or it looked like you could get to 100 pretty easily, I don't even think putting the Siren into the Lodestone here is worth it. You already get enough scaling out of your Dire Channel Soul Guard, and you will deal with every wave with your Lodestones. You don't need the Siren here. It's just, for me, it's essentially a free removal, and I don't really see a good way for me to get shards. There's Intrinsic. We'll definitely put that on a Space Prism. But yeah, let's put this Siren. Well, we almost don't care about the armor here, right? If we're sapping the shit out of things, I'd rather just drop in with more health. So we'll go like this. I mean, I'm gonna probably just remove this Siren in all honesty. Right now, it would make sense, I think. I guess we are actually going to pretty heavy shards here. Well, I don't have to Hellvent the one with, I don't think I'm taking 30 here on anything. I don't know, I guess just, now the only thing I really want at this point are another Intrinsic or Space Prism. That's the only thing I really need to spend shards on. So if not, I can Hellvent the Siren here, and if I never find either of those, I can still just get my final Hellvent on another Lodestone Totem, and that would bring me right to 100, so I think this is still fine. Oh god. Oh. That is interesting. Fuck. Well, now I have a different route to take. So what we'll do here, I guess, is go here. And I'll take this Lodestone Totem and put it into that, because that just makes way more sense. I probably shouldn't have done this. There's no reason to do this fusion before looking at this. I should have waited. I could have made a much better play here if I checked the caverns first, so that's definitely a misplay. But I still think it's not a huge misplay. Like, in all honesty, I don't think it changes the run that much. And we'll still do the same play. I guess we're going above shards. I don't know. I could just keep the Siren as a unit as well. I don't know. I got options. Spikes is probably not worth an artifact here, in all honesty. I would counteract the spikes with my Blood for Blood. This guy does get pretty hard countered. I guess it's pretty free. I have a lot of health. Yeah, I think it's fine. Being pretty greedy throughout all this. That is a hilariously bad draw. What the fuck? I draw 2 playable spells out of everything that's left in the deck. Oh, say hello to taking damage. That is so fucked up. I just went from full Pyre health to 29 on that bullshit. That is so beyond stupid. My god, what a fucking joke. Yeah, I think I know which fucking groups I need fucking help with. I didn't want to redraw that. This is where not having the draw upgrade definitely starts to fuck shit up. Alright, we get through it anyway, despite that hilariously bad draw. But yeah, that's the problem of not taking a fucking draw upgrade. I've done a lot of dumb shit on this run. A lot of dumb shit. That, by the way, is if ever there were a reason to show you why you never take a artifact trial when it's even remotely questionable. I thought it was pretty free, but obviously it wasn't. I took so much extra fucking damage there. Granted, I was gonna take a big hit either way, but we're like, that was almost like adding double damage to that overcharge tank. And for a fucking tempered talisman. I mean, I'll still take it because it technically pushes Flash Freeze above the 15 damage mark, which matters for like one enemy. But what a fucking joke. What an absolute joke. We need to maybe take an Urchin Spines. Okay, now this is a much better Ember Cache. It's also a much better Ember Stone. I think we want the Ember Cache. I might need some Pyre health. There's not really anything to find at the steel. But the Vortex would be nice, and the Hersal Horde would be nice. I don't really... Here's the thing, I really don't need this Pyre health. I have a Blood for Blood. I'm just not gonna take any more Spikes trials, and I'll get all my health back. I'd rather just remove cards. Even if this thing isn't going to be useful for me. So none of these are what we want to see. I think we just do this then. Guess we can do that. If there's a multi-strike, I'll take it. There is technically a multi-strike. I guess I'll take it. Probably not the best use of my money, honestly. Sigiled Seaweed or over Chain of Gems, definitely. You don't need Chain of Gems in this deck. You fucking train stewards need to get the fuck out of this. Probably want to get rid of Titan's Grat too. We could get rid of some stuff right now. It does do 40 now though. Like maybe Forgotten Powers are worse, I don't know. I really don't need an Immortal Trade either. But I think the Forgotten Powers are pretty bad at this point. There's not much else I need to do with my money other than remove cards. Without a draw upgrade, these Forgotten Powers get a lot worse. I think maybe like people that don't like Forgotten Powers, which I guess technically I'm in that camp now, but truthfully I like them, even though I hate them. But like, I think they're good, so to speak, even if I hate them. But I think the people that maybe don't like them don't take enough draw upgrades, is my guess. Because then the downside of the discard is a lot more realized. Yeah, I think we'll just call it good with that. I could make one more removable, but who knows. Still got some Vortexes in our future, some Vortexi. For this fight, we really don't need this. Let's just get rid of it now. Multi-striker, I guess, can go in the back, and we will just keep on incanting. Feel a lot better once we get a draw upgrade. Wow, what a fucking turn, man. What a fucking turn to get this bullshit. This is like really fucking stupid. Well, we can't die. That much is like pretty fucking certain. Or I can't afford to die, I should say. What the fuck, man? This is fucking beyond stupid. I went down to 1 fucking Pyre health there. Oh my motherfuck. Please don't kill the goddamn backliners here. Okay, good. Get rid of that. Should have done that first, whatever. Alright, some health. Nice. Fuck this asshole. Damn, we're killing it, unfortunately. I'm gonna save this in case I need it. These fucking sharded up tanks are ridiculous. I guess we could put this in. Maybe we'll end the fight eventually with enough stuff. I'll play that again. Just gotta make sure he doesn't die. I don't think we want to Ember Drain. I don't think we need Lifesteal either. Get fucked. Okay, this, I guess, is a pretty Blursed seed. I did not expect things to go this badly. Keep in mind, I should have never had it be that close, but because I took the fucking trial, I also could have curated that wave a bit better. I completely didn't predict that the incant thing would be there. And to be fair, I had pretty expensive fucking spells in my hand at the time. Now all of these things would have been mitigated had I made smarter decisions, but hey, all in all, we still lived. We don't need any of this expensive shit, though honestly a zero cost held over card, as weird as it is, kinda makes sense to me. I might just take this. It's a free incant that doesn't discard anything. I'll take it. Definitely draw. If we had double draw right now, it'd be in such a better place, but it is what it is. Let's take a look here. Remove consume. Don't think we want this. We don't want to use that space up. Sapstone seems a little bit redundant with what we're doing, though honestly, there are times it could be good. Am I going to Helvet this unit? Seems pointless to have intrinsic the Space Prism if I'm not gonna. I think we can go a bit high on shards. I mean, honestly, the Sapstone kind of makes sense to me. Nah, it's just always better to do Sunderstone. Might as well put it on the multi-striker. I guess we're gonna Helvet the multi-striker, I don't know. And what are we getting rid of? I think we get rid of these fucking Titan Scrats. Those are actually just unplayable for me. Think about how little I've been able to play them. I don't think we remove consume on anything. Definitely want that cheaper. Was that a -2? If I passed up a -2 on that, I'm an idiot. I think I did, didn't I? I don't think I want to Surge Stone these. Blinks are one of my better cards. Right, a holdover. I'll hold over something. It's either this or this. I think without my normal double draw, maybe the offering token is less good. Like this is just probably better. But if I can get a spell chain on this, then that would be better. I think we just do it on the offering token. This cheaper maybe. Maybe that cheaper probably is good. Alright, could take the money here if I want it. I don't think so. So do I really... I'm getting 3 damage per incant now. This is, by the way, why Dire Channel sucks so much. It's like, you basically... it's not good, the first rank. You know, it's like mildly better offensive scaling than a single striking Siren of the Sea. And it's worse scaling than a Nameless Siren, just vanilla. But it has 10 fucking health. So it's horrible as Ring 1. Now, keep in mind what I'm also going to say after this. Just remember what I said there about how bad Dire Channel 1 is, right? But then also, like, additional points into Dire Channel are just, like, even more fucking shit. Like, it goes from 3 damage only up to 5 damage. So now it's mildly better than a Nameless Siren's scaling. Now that's a Nameless Siren that doesn't have multi-strike, doesn't have some essence that helps it. You know, self-infused Nameless Siren technically is just on par with the Dire Channel 2. And again, horrible base stats. And can't benefit, obviously, from any actual, like, you know, lifesteal, multi-strike, trample, anything like that. You know, the Immortal Trade, the Umberstone that we have in this very run. Had we gone full Dire Channel, we'd be getting no benefit from putting it on the Soul Guard. And then, yeah, Dire Channel 3 isn't much better. It's like, what, 7 or something? It's ridiculous. Even if it's like 9, whatever. So it's like, I'm just going to go Titan Channel 2 at this point. But, you know, more back to the point. As bad as Dire Channel 1 is, as bad as it is, I've said it before and I'll say it again, I would take a Dire Channel. If it were a Tethys run, and I had the choice right at Ring 1 to choose any variant of Tethys, or Dire Channel 1, knowing that I would have to be locked into Dire Channel the whole way through, and not be able to flex to anything else, I would choose Dire Channel in 100% of the runs. That's how bad Tethys is right at this point, in my opinion. It'll still be infinitely better of a Ring 1 than Tethys, and definitely Ring 2 and so on and so forth. Like, I at least can survive a hit into the Sweet Boss Ring 2. And if I don't draw any Train Stewards by the time Wave 3 reaches me, which has happened in Tethys runs, I don't just instantly die to the enemy wave. The Dire Channel. And I just even have more of a chance of, I think, it doing something for me in a run. That's just how bad Tethys is. And that's why I rank Dire Channel above Tethys in, like, my different pathings. But I think the one point of Dire Channel, it was cute here, but I'm not going to get trolled into another point of it. I'd rather just get more health and more damage. I mean, if you think about it, think about this in terms of the 10 stacks here. Right now I'm doing 45 damage base, and I get 3 damage per stack. So, well, let's say if I got 5 damage per stack, and I went up to 10 stacks, that would be 50 plus 45, which is 95. which is what I would just simply get almost from the base attack even here. So at 10 stacks here with the 3 stacks, you know, I get 30, so 30 plus 90 is 120. So not only do I have more health, but I'm having 120 damage at 10 stacks versus the 90 damage, and I have to keep going several points before I actually, you know, outdo the damage of Titan Channel. And also, you know, my Titan Channel extra damage would benefit from the Umbra Stone. It would benefit from the Mortal Trade. The actual Dire Channel stuff doesn't, so that's my long-winded explanation for why Dire Channel sucks, but Tethys sucks more. Wow, really? So you give me spikes right into more spikes, and it's fucking penitent on top of it all. Well, we have Sigiled Seaweed at least, but there's no way I'm taking spikes here. No way in fucking shit am I doing that. Alright, we lose the first Seaweed proc. Pretty disgusting. And then we have this bullshit. This will probably be better here. I'm just gonna take this hit. Do this. Forgotten Pyre, you're dead to me. Alright, that's fine. Pure Sigiled Seaweed, you're fucking fired, by the way. You're fucking fired. 0 for 3. Alright, we gain health, that's good. Absolutely fucking fired. I may have to play this just to get enough sap. Well, I pop here even without playing it. I think we just don't play it. 2, 3, 4. I'll actually just throw one of these out. Do I want to do that? It looks like we finally got a hit there. I think we do want to do this. Wretch bottom deck. Alright, Sigiled Seaweed, you're back on the team. You are back on the team. Alright, we're gaining a lot of health back. It's crazy how we've always double drawn units every single fight so far. Alright, getting back the health we lost. It is living armor, so this is a bit mean what we're doing here, but this seed was mean to me, so you don't get your living armor mercy. I am disappointed in you though, Sigiled Seaweed, for not countering him. I'm definitely down for zero cost incant cards, especially ones that are permafrosted. I'll take it. Prism Retrieval technically okay here. I mean, that's actually... Could actually be bad for us. I will have to give it an Ember help. I assume it could actually increase the Ember cost on your unit in the current form, though. But we'll fix that. We'll fix that. -2, please. These temples have been pretty bad. Alright, we don't have any fucking money. Oh, that's fine. Lightstone casing would have been aight, but I'm not going to do another holdover. I'm just going to get this down, I think. Oh, let me see. Am I going to not do another holdover? I think I need a holdover. What I do need is just to remove all of these Forgone powers, right? Isn't that what I need to do? So we'll remove 1, 2, buckle my shoe. I guess if only one exists, it's fine, right? There's no downside to just having one. And maybe now I can do my holdover of that. Sure. And I guess I'll Surge Stone one of those out, why not? And let's go ahead and take that. I could go to 150 here if I take the both of these. I guess we'll just go to 150 for the shit of it. And we don't really need Immortal Trade anymore. Alright, 150 shards, let's go. Sigilled Seaweed, you got the wrong guys there. These are not the droids we're looking for. And what the hell is going on here? Yet again, so not one single fight did we ever not have a clean draw through of our units. That's fine, we expect it. The Sigilled Seaweed did something this time. Should actually put you in front so that this unit can benefit from the whatever you call it. I don't technically have to play these cards here because I don't really want to burn any of them, if I'm being honest. So I don't think I will. I think those cards are too valuable. Alright. Fuck you. What is this shit? Fucking Lightwing. I'll make my goddamn health back. I guarantee you it. Alright, you'll come back, bitch. I know you will. I don't want that back every turn from, Wretch. Thanks for the health, bitches. Sigilled Seaweed, seriously, can you fucking do anything? You're so fucking useless. What the fuck are you actually fucking doing? You're actually pissing the fuck out of me now. You're actually pissing me off, you dumb fucking thing. Like, maybe don't suck so much fucking ass. You're being fucking useless here. Would have loved to have... The thing is, if I do this, it might kill the Purifier, but whatever. Okay, good, it didn't. And again, I don't want to deal with the Wretch. Alright, I have a prime candidate for our removal here. I suppose I can deal with this being wretched. Never be too sure about this diligent character. Oh my god, Sigilled Seaweed, you are fucking... I should have just removed this artifact from my goddamn deck. This is probably the worst showing I've seen from Sigilled Seaweed, which... honestly, very rarely does it ever disappoint me, so I'm like extra... like, I'm a very disappointed parent here. With this fucking card. Did you seriously just kill a Lightwing? I guess Tempered Talisman strikes again. Better with the full health here eventually. What are we breaking here? All of these cards are good. Let's do that one, I guess. Not exactly the turn I wanted to do all that on. Fuck. Okay, let's... Well, maybe I can try to... God, I was trying to get back to the cache. Whatever. Hold that for next turn. Alright. We get it done. Still can't get over, like, happened so long ago, but I can't get over how bad that fucking overcharged tank with spikes was. I had like full health. It nearly 1-0'd me. That unit, you know what I need to do is a tier list of like all of the worst sharded up enemies in the game, and alright, yet another double fucking unit opener. I don't know what to do at this point. The game just fucking hates me. The game just officially fucking hates me. Oh well. We can just do this. Again with a double fucking unit. It's fine if you do it once. I mean, if you're gonna fuck me, at least take me out to dinner first, though. You know what I'm saying? You're still not sapped to fucking oblivion here? I'll wait for this for next turn, I guess. Makes sense, I guess. Would be nice to go here, but it looks like Sigiled Seaweed already helped us out a pretty good amount. I might want to save Spines, I don't know. Yeah, I suppose there's no reason not to. I am not gonna deal with these, though, I think. That is not necessarily my best interest. Alright, we're at full health finally. Alright, at least it's not the other boss. I was ready for it if it was. Let's just burn this then, we don't need to be holding that. Let's take that out while we can. It's one way to get this unit back. Could have had it down this whole time. Whoops, but whatever. Alright, you get your ass in there. This is also where flexing in the damage is good, because you know, the 90 will kill that, and then I can actually follow up with the shard damage here. Double dead weight on this turn is pretty fucking unfortunate, but I think we've sapped him enough that we don't care. Yeah, he never even... I think he technically hit us, but enough that we cared. Anything we need to silence? I don't think so. I could probably just hold this for a better turn. Music, where'd you go? YouTube. Yes, I do want to continue watching. Thank you for checking in, though. What a pal. What a pal. Suppose this is good of a time as ever to do that. Excavated Embers, they only draw each other. That's a good turn for that. Let's do that. We're actually killing this guy. $179 sap, not bad. Alright, well, this one was only really blursed because of me taking that single trial. There's little things here and there, like I should have took a double draw upgrade. And little misplays here and there, but the biggest misplace simply is just taking that trial. And honestly, I knew it was just not worth it. I could honestly create a heuristic. I've probably said this before, but I keep failing to follow through on it in my actual play. The heuristic is basically only the first 2 rings, and only if it's a unit draft is it even worth reaching for. I don't even think the 400 gold is worth reaching for in 7 anymore. I have lost too many runs to Spike's ring 7 trials that I would have won otherwise. Like, as you can see here, like that extra money, it isn't like it's a big number, but you got your build together by then. Rarely are you searching for that final piece that will tip you over the edge. You might think you are, but in reality you just aren't. But especially, even more so than the 400 gold, a fucking single artifact, never worth it. It is never fucking worth it. I can't even think of the last time I had a run saved by taking the trial and getting some god tier artifact as the single option, right? Definitely more times than I can count, though. Taking that trial ends my run, or in this case, we are 1 pyre health away from dying because of that fucking trial. So, blursed because of my own stupidity, but I don't know. Any run where I see a lodestone totem that is should have been pretty easy to make work, I just played it pretty shittily. To me, that's a pretty good run. I think lodestone totem is just one of the most consistent units in the game. Really good that we had the blood for blood too. If we hadn't had that, we would die too. Like, you know, for all of our downsides, we had enough like heuristically good choices that ended up being just enough to let us scrape by that awful mid game. But yeah, the deck wasn't like particularly great, which is another reason, by the way, why I like lodestone totem. Is you get the unit and it just doesn't matter what you have in your deck. Think about how trash our fucking uncommon and rare choices ended up being past like ring 3, right? I mean, look at this. Not that, well, Undying Tome is obviously good, right? But I don't know, Prism Retrieval, I guess it was okay in this. This is probably the world's best for Prism Retrieval, honestly. But like Wretch, like, think about if I was just running Sirens or something, like I would have like a Wretch. I guess Urchin's Spines normally is okay in this deck. It isn't though, right? Like we never got the stuff that would pay off with it. We would have had to build our deck different, and it's hard for me to be hard for me to go in and like a Titan Scrat. I guess eventually there was technically an Ancient Synergy, but it would have been, I guess it would have been okay. I still stand by them not being great choices. I guess we got a few Umbra Stones, which is alright. I mean, it's alright. Let's see what the original submitter did. Tater Tot. Yeah, this is what I saw. So I'm trying to think back. I don't even remember a Cold Killia in the run, but must have been one. Maybe it was at the Ring 2. It's been the Ring 1 trial rewards, because I swear, no, it was Guard of the Unnamed, wasn't it? I don't know. Well, long story short, there's a Cold Killia apparently. I just don't ever take Cold Killia in this combo if I already have a Siren, right? I don't like Siren into Cold Killia. I think it's pretty bad scaling. One attack per incant is just not going to get you there. You know, at best, in a good incant deck, you're basically, it's like, I guess, on par with a Morsel Maker typically, I would say, in terms of scaling. Is that really what you're going to build a run around? I guess you can. So there's two of them. They're microstoned. And they got quite a lot of upgrades. I mean, they're quick. They have the melee weakness was probably the saving grace here. Without that, I think that could struggle. There's a Titan Sentry. I don't even remember seeing a Titan Sentry. See, this is what I don't... Yeah, I just highly don't recommend going a single with Lodestone Totem. Lodestone Totem is similar to Steel Singer. If you are going to take it, you need to commit fully to it, or you're not going to even remotely get the value out of it. Just a single Lodestone on the floor is a pretty big investment, and it just doesn't do much. Like, one sap per incant doesn't it doesn't do what you're needing out of a Lodestone Totem to really carry a run. You need at least 3, in my opinion, and I usually take 4 because of those bullshit turns where you draw 2 at the same time. And I don't want to draw all the way back through the deck. So I try to make it so I can get 3 onto the floor. In this case, we were able to get 4 eventually, but only because of Space Prism. But yeah, it's like, I would almost say you just don't even take the Lodestone here, or I would remove it, in all honesty. You already have Wave Clear with the Titan Sentry. I guess it's not endless, though. I mean, you already have Wave Clear with this, technically. You just don't kill the tanks, but a single Lodestone Totem isn't going to help with that, right? You're not nearly putting enough sap on the tanks. You're like barely softening the blow. You're basically dedicating an entire turn to get Lodestone Totem down. Without an Ember upgrade either, right? Without an Ember upgrade. Looks like he did have the Titan Channel Flex here, but probably, I would say Dire Channel 2 is not good here. Like, as I outlined, you're getting actually more stats with just the Titan Channel, plus you can actually make use of things like a Furnace Tap, for example, but obviously that's probably going on as Cold Killias. I mean, honestly, we probably would have been better off just going full Titan Channel, but I wanted to do that. So you did have Holdover Perils, which I guess also that's pretty necessary here to scale this Cold Killia. Yeah, I think overall he just probably made the run harder on himself. It ends up working though. I mean, if you have Umberstone on the sweeper with Perils, with Furnace Tap, I mean, that'll work, right? This seems pretty unnecessary with the already AoE portion. I think this deck would have much rather seen something that can just blast tanks or mini bosses. Like, I can still see this deck having a huge problem with mini bosses. I mean, do they take a bunch of damage here? No? They even got a boss rush. It's interesting. I mean, I feel like I mean, I'm just looking at this even wondering, like, how did it? I guess maybe with the melee weakness, that first mini-boss, I would have expected to wreck this. I guess if maybe they can get the dire channel damage up enough to kill it. Maybe. Because there's no, like, heavy hitting spells. And these guys still aren't really hitting that heavy. Even with the holdover perils. I mean, I got it done. I wonder which fights they had the most trouble with. Luckily, they didn't take the trial there. Although maybe their deck is fine with it. 70 damage on Arcus. Damn. Penitent took him for a loot too. Well, definitely cool to see the big difference, but I do think this run just ends up being a little more harder than it needs to be because of this. I mean, the Lodestone Totem, I think you just go into that and you're good to go, right? Now, granted, they probably, my guess is they fused the Siren into the Cold Kalia before the Lodestone Totem. And I still say I would ditch the unit at that point and just go Lodestone Totem. So you have the Soul Guard, which can be the thing that deals with the bosses and the mini-bosses, and you can just go all in on the Lodestone Totem. Even though you did dedicate 25 shards to that, there's a certain point where you just want to cut your losses, and you could just still keep the unit, right? It could just be on there with the other Lodestone Totems. You know, you have the intrinsic space prism, you have all this space. I would just go with it. But yeah, I'm probably beating the dead horse or whatever at this point. It's always fun to have a Lodestone Totem running, nonetheless. As always, thanks for watching, and until next time, peace.